Have you ever felt like someone was acting strangely around you after something good happened in your life? Maybe they still smile, but their energy suddenly feels different. Jealousy is one of the easiest emotions to hide with words, but one of the hardest to hide through behavior. Most people will never admit they're jealous because it makes them feel insecure. Instead, their emotions quietly appear through small actions that most people completely overlook. Today, you'll discover 12 psychological signs that someone may secretly envy you. One of the clearest signs of hidden jealousy is the inability to celebrate your achievements sincerely. Whenever something good happens in your life, their excitement feels forced or unusually small. They may quickly change the subject or avoid talking about your success altogether. Sometimes they offer compliments that sound empty instead of genuine. Deep down, your progress reminds them of what they haven't achieved themselves. Instead of feeling inspired by your success, they quietly compare it to their own life. Jealous people often measure their own worth by comparing themselves to others. Instead of focusing on their own growth, they pay close attention to every step you take. They notice what you buy, where you go, and even how people treat you. This constant comparison creates frustration because someone else's success feels like their personal failure. Over time, these comparisons become impossible to hide. The more they compare themselves to you, the more obvious their jealousy becomes. Jealousy often hides behind compliments that don't actually feel supportive. They might say something nice at first, but immediately follow it with criticism or doubt. Comments like, "You're lucky, not talented," are perfect examples of backhanded compliments. These statements allow them to appear kind while quietly reducing your achievement. It's a subtle way of protecting their own ego without openly attacking you. Once you notice this pattern, their true feelings become much easier to recognize. Jealous people rarely attack you directly because they want to protect their own image. Instead, they spread small rumors that slowly change the way others see you. These stories are often mixed with just enough truth to sound believable. Their goal isn't always to destroy your reputation overnight, but to plant seeds of doubt in other people's minds. Over time, these small comments can become surprisingly damaging. People who genuinely support you protect your reputation even when you're not in the room. One of the clearest signs of hidden jealousy is the way someone reacts during your difficult moments. Instead of offering support, they suddenly seem more interested in your problems than your successes. They ask many questions about your failures, but very few about your victories. Sometimes their sympathy feels forced, almost as if they're secretly enjoying the situation. Your struggles make them feel less insecure because the comparison suddenly feels more balanced. Someone who truly cares about you wants to see you recover, not remain stuck. Not every piece of advice is given with good intentions. A jealous person may encourage decisions that quietly hold you back while pretending to help. They might tell you to give up on opportunities, avoid taking risks, or settle for less than you're capable of achieving. If you constantly fail, they no longer have to compare themselves to your success. That's why it's important to pay attention to patterns instead of isolated conversations. Wise advice helps you grow, while jealous advice keeps you exactly where you are. Jealous people often know more about your life than you expect. They notice your achievements, your purchases, your friendships, and even the smallest changes you make. Yet, despite paying so much attention, they rarely offer encouragement or genuine support. They observe because they're constantly comparing, not because they're cheering for you. Their curiosity is driven by competition rather than admiration. The people who truly support you spend less time watching your life and more time celebrating your progress. When someone is secretly jealous of you, they often struggle to acknowledge your hard work. Instead of recognizing the effort behind your success, they blame it on luck, connections, or perfect timing. This allows them to protect their ego without admitting that you truly earned your achievements. Over time, you'll notice that no matter what you accomplish, they always find another explanation for it. Giving you credit would mean accepting that you've achieved something they haven't. For a jealous person, that's often a difficult reality to face. Nobody is perfect, but jealous people have a habit of focusing almost entirely on your weaknesses. Even after you achieve something impressive, they quickly shift attention to your mistakes or imperfections. Instead of encouraging your growth, they search for reasons to make your success seem less meaningful. Their criticism is rarely meant to help you improve. It's often an attempt to make themselves feel superior. When someone notices your flaws more than your progress, jealousy may be hiding beneath the surface. Growth inspires supportive people, but it intimidates jealous people. Every time you improve your skills, confidence, or lifestyle, they quietly feel as though they're falling behind. Instead of asking how you achieved your progress, they become distant or defensive. Your success forces them to confront their own lack of action, and that feeling is uncomfortable. Rather than working on themselves, they may try to make your progress seem unimportant. The stronger you become, the more their insecurity begins to reveal itself. The biggest difference between supportive people and jealous people is simple. Supportive people celebrate your victories because your success doesn't threaten their self-worth. Jealous people, however, see every achievement you make as a reminder of what they haven't accomplished. That's why they struggle to be genuinely happy for you, even if they pretend otherwise. The best response isn't to seek their approval or try to change their opinion. Instead, continue growing, stay humble, and surround yourself with people who clap for you when you succeed. Not everyone who envies you is your enemy, but not everyone around you is truly your friend either. Jealousy is a normal human emotion, yet mature people transform it into motivation instead of resentment. The people worth keeping in your life are those who feel inspired by your success rather than threatened by it. Never shrink your dreams just to make someone else feel comfortable. Continue improving yourself, remain grateful, and surround yourself with people who genuinely want to see you win. Your growth will always speak louder than the opinions of those who secretly envy you.